Hello everyone and welcome back to more Metroid Prime. We're going to be doing things differently today. I sat down and I recorded this episode, as you do, and wouldn't you know it, game recorded fine, game audio recorded fine. My audio, nope. I was muted the entire time. Because why wouldn't I be? So I'm going to have to go back and basically record a commentary track to go with this episode. And it's going to be fun. Fun on a bun. Doing things this way. I don't think I've ever done it this way before. Well, I take that back. I've done this once or twice in videos that are no longer around. Because like I said, I've been practicing the YouTube Let's Play thing for far longer than there's actual evidence of it. Alright. So, this episode is also going to be different in another way as well, in the fact that this is going to probably be the most heavily edited episode I've ever made, the most cut, the most, it's really just kind of like it's not even, I say editing in the loosest way possible, because this episode is an amalgamation of like 4 or 5 recording sessions of me trying to find energy tanks and missile upgrades. Although I didn't go looking for them, I was finding them while looking for the artifacts. So this episode is roughly 20 to 21 minutes-ish, give or take credits and all that, taking up time. But it'll be different. It'll be fun to go back and watch and see how this turned out. Because I believe in Metroid Prime 2, you had to collect 9 gate keys towards the end of the game. After you'd beat all the bosses, finished everything, you're ready to go tackle the last boss via video game style. And the game slows down to a crawl because you had to go around and collect these gate keys or whatever it was. And the first game was pretty much a beta version of that, in the sense that you have to collect these Chozo artifacts, 12 total, to unseal the lock that the Chozo placed on the crater, so that you can go down and deal with that situation. So what I did in putting this episode together is I tried to show grabbing missiles and things like that. But most importantly, this is just us gathering the artifacts. And it was funny because coming back here after all these years, replaying this game, reliving the memories, it was surreal. Collect it, then scan the totems here for clues. So it's not, I'm just gonna yawn like a total professional. So, even if you haven't found them all by the time it's, by the time the game wants you to pony up and add them to the shrine and unlock the gate there, it'll give you hints just in case you are having trouble hunting them down, which, thank God, that's a thing, because I had the in-game hints and knew where to go and still couldn't find them. Some of them were notoriously difficult to find. I believe the hardest one for me to find is in this chamber or the next chamber. I'll have to, I'll point it out when we get to that point. Missile expansion. Boop. And long jump. And are we gonna make it? We make it. I asked that like I don't know. We'll talk about pre-recording of a pre-recording. Alright. See, we're just kind of cutting around because, believe me, there was a lot of walking around and just trying to get from point A to point B. And I'm definitely doing you guys a favor by cutting some of that down here. I always hate that. Go launch. There you go, sport. We are, I will say this, right now my mind is in a weird place because I'm doing these episodes at a time where YouTube is really struggling and everybody's like, YouTube's dead, it's dying, and most people have moved on to Twitch. Most people have started streaming, and there's still a lot of us poor folk who don't really have the bandwidth. Or maybe we just live in an area where the bandwidth is garbage no matter how much you pay. There are some people on Twitch. I know in particular one guy's a millionaire. He made millions off the Minecraft. He's got that Minecraft money. So that doesn't really change anything. He still has the same internet provider I do. I'm located on the east. He's located out west in California. We still somehow have the same internet provider. And doesn't matter how much money he has, he's still dealing with the internet being garbage. Although it's better than mine, I'll give you that. By a hair. Of course, my internet's being split between like 5 or 6 people at this point. I know, crazy, right? So at least when he's streaming, he can go in and he has the entire line to himself. Is that how you would phrase that? Alright, I forget which one this one is. I have forgotten. Which artifact is this? This is the artifact, let's see. Now here's something else that bothered me. I thought that you could actually read the artifacts, but no. I got confused because I guess I must have saw the pirate data or something. So here at this point I was like playing with it, trying to figure it out. So it just says artifact acquired. So there's nothing really to read. And you know, when I played this game originally in 2002, I did have a player's guide. But the good thing is, I didn't consult the player's guide until about this point in the game, I think. I found a good bit of stuff by myself. Not everything, but a good bit. I definitely couldn't find all the artifacts by myself. I mean, given the clues, I'm sure that I might have over time figured it out. I mean, I could play this game indefinitely. Well, you know what? I take that back. No one wants too much. What do they call that? Too much of a good thing? Oh boy. Did I don't think I fought them. I think I just ran. Yeah. I'm just gonna cheese it. As Bender would say. You know, I will say this. It would be really nice if these episodes were still relevant 20 years from now, 30 years from now. I can look back and say, hey, that was cool. I used to do stuff. And people will be like, what? Bender? Who's Bender? No, because since I didn't specify what it was from, they'll have no idea. Through the ice door and on to the next. Boop. Oh, stop it. Cool, where are we headed? I don't remember. At this point, I don't remember what we were doing. Let's see. Oh yeah, we needed to get the one that was that we skipped over in Magmore Caverns. So we'll head that way now and do that. I have noticed a huge difference between doing it this way and then like doing it while you're recording, or while you're playing rather. The difference definitely comes in the form of concentration. You're able to concentrate more when you're not actually playing, when you're just watching and commentating on a thing. But when you're actively trying to play and commentate, or comment, jeez, commentate. I think this is the actual room. I think I played around a minute before actually getting it. I don't remember why. I think I was a little unclear of, like, the guide said something about shooting in the middle of the room, and I remember thinking that the middle of the room doesn't look breakable, though. I feel like I'm just going to be wasting missiles, I think was my logic when I was playing this. Hey, where'd he go? Boop. Alright. Yeah, you just lay waste to that sucker with a super missile, and boom. You have yourself a Chozo artifact. You have yourself a very tired person. Alright. On to the next location. Melt the stream of frozen water. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I had to think that. Melt the ice with the plasma. There you go. I do remember getting annoyed by these guys. Just like, enough was enough with the noise. Did I reach? Yeah, okay, it reached. I was able to get them both. Because it's actually a very quiet, peaceful temple once you get rid of those jerks. Gotcha. This part was a little confusing. This is one of the areas I knew I had to go to without checking a guide on the internet. Because I remember, you know, from my 2002 play. Well, I mean, I say 2002. I played this when the collection came out. And I probably played it a time or two in its native GameCube. As a matter of fact, yeah, I've played Prime. I think I've only played Prime 3 the one time. I think I've played through Prime 2 twice. And then Prime by itself, I've probably played a good 5 times, maybe. So yeah. I keep saying my 02 playthrough, but that wouldn't be the most recent. Now here's where I got a little confused, because the crate wasn't exploding from using the plasma, and I thought, okay, well maybe that's a crate that can't explode. So I think I go out here and play around for a bit. Yeah, I'm going to try to jump over. That doesn't work. Then I look up and think that maybe that the device the crane would have something to do with it, but it doesn't. I'm just using the wrong weapon. Like a goober. Yeah, nothing. Even like that wall there that's discolored or messed up there to my right, which you can't see now, but boom. See, I shoot these and I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? I know that it's something to do with this tower here, but what? See? Total confusion. There's a large fuel cell attached to the base of this. Energy readings detect rapid fluctuations in power levels. Radiation-based damage. Okay, so you could just shoot it. That breaks the crate. And then it just took a simple missile. Just a missile. To bring the whole thing down. Of course, that seems like a weird place to hide a Chozo artifact, because how could they possibly know that that would break and fall like that? Okay. Well, that leaves 2. And me confused about how to get back up, because I thought you'd go back the way you came. You don't. You go up the little silo. Hop. There you go, sport. See, now you just climb this. Now it was about around this time, or a little after, that I started to realize that I was going to have to trek back all the way through the research facility, the pirate facilities. And I think I delved into the map and tried my best to find an alternate route, which I did, which led me to next to the last on the list here, which this chamber is probably where I spent most of my time trying to figure this sucker out. I got to the top. There was this power bomb expansion, which is nice, but it's still not an artifact. I think I read the... Yep. Ooh. Just some flavor text on the wall. He's on vein. Omicron. Impact core is estimated to be sent enemy to read it all. I was thinking that it would be under that. If it wasn't, there's nothing there. Just wasting my time. Just go back the way you came, Samus. Go. Oh, I'm so stupid. There's nothing. Go. Jeez. Such a dummy. Now, in this same room, you're supposed to powerbomb this wall here. I would have never thought to do that on my own. Who would ever think to powerbomb this wall? And because there's a door there, you know the Chozo had to have covered it up. Well, of course they covered it up. That's a stupid thing to say. They were purposely hiding the artifact. But if they wanted to do a really good job of hiding, then they should have just hid them all behind fake walls. And then, you know, you go back down into the mines, into the very beautifully colored Phazon. That is like my favorite color blue, that dark, like the blue and black together is my favorite color scheme. Making Phazon a beautiful but deadly addition to Jurassic Park. And we have all 12 now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that'll do it. So, with all 12 artifacts, the only thing to do now is to head back to the crater and get this game's finale on, which will be in the next episode. It definitely won't be in this episode. At the time of recording this, I've yet to sit down and actually record the finale, which I'm hoping does just turn out to be one episode, because it's pretty much going down into the crater and dealing with the ending of the game. But if I know my luck, and my inability to stop yawning, it might turn into a 2-episode thing. Then again, I might be able to edit it down. I don't know. It depends. Hunter Metroids. You know what's funny? Since I didn't play Metroid 2, and I didn't know the entire Metroid evolutionary chain when I played this for the first time, I just thought the Hunter Metroid was, you know, part of the Metroid chain, but it's not. Whoa! Yep. Might as well just use the power bomb and get it over with. I love those creatures. It's so cool. I'm also glad they're susceptible to ice because that helps me out a lot. Ow. I don't know what that was. It's like, at this point, I just want out, you know? Well, it's one way. We have the invisible enemies here. At this point, like, we have so many energy tanks, it's best to just, like, take the damage and move on. Actually, I think we have all the energy tanks. I found all the energy tanks. I'll never find all the missile upgrades, but we have all the energy tanks. And it at least looks nice on screen. Alright, let's leave we're leaving the mines once and for all, thank God. Data received. Then back to the ship. And here's where I'm going to part with you guys for another day. Well, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.